welcome back to a new vlog and a new week at Oxford. We are in week 3 of Trinity now, so things are going to be getting crazy. But I have my paleography class today. We actually have like a substitute professor, which I think is going to be interesting. Our regular professor is out sick, which is too bad. But yeah, it should be interesting. Curious to see how it goes. So I'm gonna head out to paleography and then I'm going to find a library and just kind of hole up today is my plan. So yeah, very, very exciting stuff. But tonight I have a cheese and wine exchange with Balliol, and we have the Balliol leg tonight, which I think is gonna be really fun. Their MCR is huge, so we are able to take 30 Pembroke people, but we're only able to host 15 of each side, so it's going to be like 30 overall at the Pembroke leg. So I think I'm probably going to go just to Balliol and then not go to Pembroke, so then like more people can go. But yeah, I mean, that's the way that you want it to work out, because more people from Pembroke are going to be interested in going to the Balliol leg than the Pembroke leg. So as good as it can be, really. I've got another outfit today that is perhaps slightly questionable, but I'm just going with it. I changed my shirt like 6 times this morning, which I don't usually do. I don't usually ever like change my outfit once I put it on, because I've thought of it and then I wear it and it's fine. But this one, I can't really tell if it's cute or if it's like kind of weird and if it doesn't really work. But again, I'm not changing again, so it's gonna have to be fine. And we've got these tights again, just to, you know, send a message. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday now. I've spent way too much time this morning trying to make a Valentine's Day book rec video, and I'm done now, but I managed to do it finally, I think. But I'm going to change because I feel that this would look somewhat crazy today, but we'll probably wear it on Valentine's Day, so that's sorted. But today it's just gonna be another library day for me. I don't have anything firmly scheduled. I think I'm gonna work here for a little bit and then maybe go to Pembroke Library. This evening I do have a Pem book. It's the first meeting of Hillary term, so that will be quite fun, and also an MCR committee meeting, so I have that in the evening. But other than that, my time is my own today, which is nice. Last night was good. I wound up working in the library for a bit, then switched and worked in the lobby of the Weston Library for a bit, and then I met up with Michael and got coffee and dinner later. And yeah, so it was quite a nice evening before heading to the Balliol Wine and Cheese, which was really good. There wasn't that many Balliol people there, unfortunately, so like the mingling aspect was not very high with other colleges. I mean, Pembroke was fun because we're always fun, and we got to take like 30 people there, so that was nice. We won't have that many people at the Pembroke leg because our MCR is smaller, so it's gonna be like 15 from each college. But it was cool, got to go to Balliol. I've been to their MCR a couple of times. It's quite cool because their MCR is actually with their grad residences, which I think is kind of nice. Like, we do have the common room here, but people kind of like don't really use it as like a hangout. I get like people use it to go down there to work during the day, and like people do use the TVs and stuff. So it's more of like people go down there to hang out like with their friends that they came with. It's not like you go down there to like see who's down there to hang out kind of vibe. So like I think it's kind of nice to have that in your same building, kind of cool. But yeah, it was really nice. They had a good spread of cheeses and everything. I'm not a huge cheese person, but I like it. So yeah, it was a good evening. But today it's just gonna be a bunch more readings for me. So today, basically what I've been trying to do is reading stuff for history this week. So right now we're reading, I can't remember if I've like explained, we're reading the life of Radegund. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'll find out on Friday. Oh yeah, the life of St. Martin. So I've mostly been focusing on Radegund so far because I just care more about the women. So I've been sort of starting with the female saints first a lot of the time. And yeah, this one's quite interesting. It's kind of just more of the same. Like, they are often quite similar. Just like, here's what she did and here's how amazing it was. I feel like this one was slightly less focused on sort of family and her personal relationships maybe than some of the other ones were. Although, not that it's not important. So she was basically like carried off as a kid. She's part of the, again, pronunciation is going to be my downfall, but Thuringians, they sort of like attacked the Franks, or, you know, this text, it says that in the footnotes that it omits some of the Thuringians' actions against the Franks, which prompted an attack. So during that attack, she gets sort of carried off by one of the kings, who then she's like raised somewhere else for a while before he marries her. So it's like with the intention of marrying her, but he like waits for her to get older, because contrary to what people think, it wasn't all that common for men to marry pre-adolescent girls. So he waited until she got older, then married her, and then she's like, I would like to be a martyr, please. And then it's all of, you know, her good deeds and the miracles that she does, which is, you know, more typical hagiography stuff. So I've been working on that. And then I haven't really done that much of this, but I want to more prep for my paleography final, because that's in a couple of weeks. So like looking at trying to be able to recognize script models. So I just want to like get them organized through my notes and everything. So like, what are the different script models? What periods were they in? What are their distinctive markers? So that I can, you know, attempt to memorize all of that. But I haven't had a chance to do like a ton of that. So hoping to do more of that today and this week. But yeah, that's kind of like just what I've been busy with. Today I feel like I haven't been able to like really lock in, because I've been getting a lot of like emails and messages about other stuff, so I keep like going back and forth between it. So I'm like trying to do stuff, but hopefully tomorrow will be more focused. I mean, I still have plenty of time today to get things done, so hopefully for the rest of the afternoon and tomorrow things will go more smoothly. Hello, so it is the next day now. I actually just wound up working at home during the day, but then I we had our committee meeting and then book club. So I'd accidentally read the wrong story. I read the first story, but we were supposed to read two, and I read the wrong second story. So I guess I'm one ahead for next week. We're reading The Thing Around Your Neck by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I'm sorry if my pronunciation is way off. She wrote We Should All Be Feminists. She has a couple of other really big novels. She has like one of the most viewed TED Talks of all time. You've probably seen the We Should All Be Feminist, not We Should All Be Feminist, the Danger of a Single Story TED Talk. Just a very interesting writer. So I'm excited to read more of the short stories. I enjoyed the 2 that I did read. And yeah, it was good. And today I have my paleography class again. So we have another substitute teacher today. So on Mondays was again more talking about like digital editing. Today's talking about script models again. So I think we have like one more class where we're talking about specific hands and writing styles. So kind of talking about hands, it's almost, I mean, the closest thing to compare it to would be like talking about fonts. Obviously it's like, to an extent it's different because you've got like, it's scribes physically writing it, but they are like writing within a certain model. It's not like, you know, now everybody kind of handwrites a bit differently. Like, yeah, people are doing it differently and making individual choices, but they're trying to follow like more of a sort of set script in a way. So yeah, we're talking about that today, last class for that. And then hopefully next week, since it's the last week before the final, we'll have some time to like review. Because the idea was that we'd have like 2 weeks to review a bit in class as well. So that mostly on the Wednesdays, I think. But since we missed last week's class, we're like 1 behind, which is too bad. But we'll obviously be doing like revision and stuff alone. But yeah, going ahead to paleography. And then I'm not really sure what I'm going to do because not that long after I have like an online meeting with someone. So I might just come back here, but we'll see. Hello guys. So not that much going on during the day today. But Anika and I are actually going to meet at the Alchemist in Westgate, which is a restaurant. You might be able to tell from the name. It's probably like their cocktails are supposed to be really good, so that should be fun. But their menu also looks quite nice. So yeah, we're going to try that.
Hello! Hi vlog. I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah, you'll lose your you'll lose your science degree.
So I pour the blue one first? Blue in, okay. Perfect. It's something to do with pH, right? It has to be.
Yeah. As if I know.
Okay.
That's fun.
That's the blue.
Oh, it's kind
wait,
of
it's
like
purple!
at the bottom. It looks quite purple on camera.
Okay. It's pink! Incredible.
Look at it bubbling.
That was so cool! Here we go.
I just shoot this in. Oh. That was aggressive.
There we go.
Good morning, everybody. So it's Thursday today, which means I don't have any class. I've just been doing stuff at home, but now I'm going to go and I'm meeting someone for coffee first at Society Cafe, which I've never been to before. And then I'm probably going to go to the rad camp, see if I can scrounge up a seat in there, and just continue doing readings and everything. That's my life right now. So yeah, gonna be a pretty chill day probably. Morning, everybody. My bangs are very like kinked today, but I can't be bothered. Today I have my history class in the morning, and then I'm going to, well, like morning into early afternoon. But afterwards, I think I'm gonna meet Tess for coffee somewhere, and we might head to a library together after. I guess we'll just like see how much we're yapping, but that would be nice to like have a study buddy for the day, because I feel like well, it depends. Sometimes I'm more productive, sometimes I'm less productive when I'm with someone. But I'm just reading over like my notes and a couple more of the like secondary readings, looking them over for today's history class. So today we were reading, I think I talked earlier about the one about the female saint that we read, so Saint Radegund. And then we also read about Gregory Tours and the life of the Bishop of St. Martin. I won't lie, I found that one more boring of this week, and also compared to a lot of the other ones, because like a lot of the male saints especially are like going crazy. Like they're out in the desert fighting demons and doing all this stuff. This one I felt like even the writing, it was just like not as out there, I guess. So it's all about like the miracles that they're doing and everything. It's a lot of like healing people that were gonna die. Like I think Radegund, yeah, it was her. She'd like brought a baby back to life at one point. St. Martin's also doing a lot of healing and stuff. But yeah, usually they're out like, the male saints are out fighting demons, doing crazy stuff. Which these things are crazy. But yeah, I just felt like this one, you know, after some of the other ones that were like real crazy, was a bit tamer. But yeah, we actually only have teaching for 4 weeks in this history class. So in most English classes, there's teaching for 6 weeks. And then after that, you like don't have classes. So for this one, we are still meeting after week 4. We're just gonna be doing like presentations and stuff on our texts, which in the history classes, a lot of the times, the last class or the last couple classes maybe are used for that. So like each person will give like a short presentation about what they're working on for their essay. So yeah, this one's just a bit different. We have teaching for like less time, I think. It's very, very fast paced, but it's been a really interesting course and I've enjoyed it, so yeah. So I just got back to my room because I have something cool to show later in a hot minute after I yap a bit. So I had my class this morning, which was quite interesting because now we're kind of moving towards the Middle Ages. So we were kind of talking about these 2 hagiographies and how you can sort of see the like culture of monasticism changing, I guess, like as it's kind of going on. Like, for example, one of them was very much like, how do we sort of like associate Radegund with the martyrs in a time where there isn't persecution? So it was like, one of them said, like in the footnotes of one of the texts was like, Fortunatus might be sort of like emphasizing or overemphasizing her self-mortification, so she would like hurt herself basically. To sort of like affiliate her with the martyrs, which is interesting, an interesting concept. But yeah, then after class, I went and I had lunch with Tess, which was very nice. I always like seeing Tess. And she actually had this for me because I had this sent to her. This is one of my Christmas gifts. Basically, my sister likes to go very above and beyond at Christmas. So she'd given me like some odds and ends and stuff, like socks. And then she was like, I will pay for I will pay for part of a House of CB dress if you go and like there's one that you love, or like just a dress. I will get something for you from somewhere, but you can pick it out. And then they don't do sales like very often, but they were doing one after Christmas. So I got one of the dresses that I tried on another time that I really loved because it was on sale. So I was like, it's a win-win because you're paying for part of it, then I'm paying for part of it. So it's like less. But this is it. So we're gonna unbox it like we're influencers. So I won't lie, I was expecting a prettier box because I feel like I've seen people open these on TikTok and they're like the really pretty boxes. Like the one, when I got one of mine in person, it came like a floral box with ribbon on it and everything. But this is still nice. Gel packets. This is very professional. Ta-da! Ah, it's very wrinkly. It will need to be steamed. Hold on, I'm gonna try it on. I feel like it probably looks kind of blue on camera because the lighting in here is just kind of weird today, but I love it. And obviously it's very wrinkly, so this is probably not the best way to show it, but it's so pretty. Yeah, I will say, like, with all the other dresses that I kind of like at House of CB, so like why I chose this one, the ones I tend to gravitate towards are like the ones that I already have, where it's like, they are extra, but they're more kind of like things that you can wear more casually, like the little like ditzy print florals, but they just have a full skirt, like that kind of thing. Like this one, like, will you look very extra if you wear it out to a lunch? Yes, but you can. But then like what I liked about this one is that it's just like a straight up party dress, but I think a very like classic one. I love the little bows here. If I didn't have one from there before, I'd probably go more for that, just because it's like more of a, you get more wear out of it every year, but this one I thought was like different and very pretty. So yeah, and it's pink and very nice. And it's got the low neck, but I don't feel like exposed. So yeah, thank you, Katie, but I'm so happy. And if you've seen people trying to put on House of CB dresses on TikTok, the whole thing is that they're like hard to get on because they do like this whole like corset kind of effect. But this one, I don't know if it's just because of like these sheer panels here or just the nature of this material. It feels stretchier. Like, I can get my other ones on myself, but like you do need to have some elbow dexterity. Whereas this one's like quite easy to put on once the zipper is like effective. So I'm just heading to meet Anika for dinner at Hall. And then I think I'm gonna maybe work either in the MCR or Pembroke Library for a bit, because I'm gonna hang around for bar night at Pembroke tonight, so it's gonna be a nice chill Friday evening. Hi guys, so last night was really fun. Bar night wasn't super busy, but it was a nice vibe. I played President, which is a card game I've never played before, and I wasn't atrocious, so win-win. But today is very exciting because Eloise is coming back, so she's gonna stay with me for a bit. They're like looking for a place and stuff, so not sure how long she's gonna be here with me, but probably for a while, so it's gonna be really fun. But I'm going to go meet Anika because we're gonna go like do some shopping and stuff. Like, I want to pick up some things for our Valentine's Day bop that's gonna be this coming week, so that should be fun. So I'm gonna go meet her at Westgate. And yeah, I should also probably get some groceries since I have a person with me. That would be nice. So yeah, gonna head out now and do some errands.
Hello, I'm back!
She's back! Okay, so we are going to meet Gaia, who's also here. Arrived at the same time.
Yep.
Because they're just so in sync. We're gonna meet her and Anika for brunch, but yes, Eloise is back.
I'm crashing in Cass's room.
Yeah, she woke up at 5:30 like a crazy person.
Yep. Just lied
Good
there
time,
for 4
yeah.
hours.
But yeah, I have a housemate now.
Yay.
Yeah. Too bad. Hi, Gaia. Still. So I realized I forgot to end this video, but I basically spent the rest of the afternoon with Gaia and Eloise because Anika had to leave us for dance. So we went and walked around Waterstones, and then Anika left. And then Eloise, Gaia, and I went to the Westin. Well, first we went to Canoops, to get, you know, a sneaky little treat. And then we went to the Westin to sit, and we went through their new exhibit, which I think was Omens, Oracles, and something else. I forget the last word of the title. But it was sort of about like divination through different cultures and history, so they had lots of objects for that, which was really fun. They had this thing where you could basically get your, what's that called? I think it's tarot. I think they were tarot cards, but it was like a digital thing, so that was like the clip that I said, because you could ask it a question and then draw cards, and then it would tell you your fortune. So like Eloise asked it, how long should I stay with Cass? And then it basically said that someone was going to betray us, that we had a lot of turmoil to get through in our relationship, but it would make us stronger. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on her from now on, basically. So you can probably hear her showering in the back. She came back, we had dinner together, but now I'm just going to head to bed probably. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Red honey, but to get me thinking she's so cool because we can. Weird. Did it just flip? This setting spray?